Today, we have a more detailed look at strings. First of all, we need to learn how to write a sentence in several lines. In programming, it is typical to break lines and show new material in a new line. This makes the output easier to read. Apart from that, you'd frequently come across the new line character while working with files. As a result, it's critical that you learn how to add a new line and get acquainted with how the new line symbol works. In Python, the \n character is used to start a new line. As you can see, I have already written the print command and my name inside the parentheses. And I want to write my first, middle, and last name in 3 separate lines. On the word that I want to write on a separate line, I used \n for the separate line. Now I am going to execute this by just pressing Shift plus Enter. However, there is another simple approach to print text in a new line is to use multi-line strings. The string itself spans over multiple lines, as the name suggests. These strings may be assigned using either 3 double or 3 single quotes. Python recognizes that the string is a multi-line character and displays it as such. Now let us move ahead. I first created a variable named str_1. I typed my name as string. Now you can see that I put 3 single quotes at the beginning of my name and 3 single quotes at the end of my name. You can also use 3 double quotes, no issues is there. Now let's create a variable named play_with_string. Inside double quotes, we write, I am a civil engineer. Now I am going to print this variable by typing print, and inside the parenthesis I will type play_with_string. Further, we are going to talk about the length of a string. A string is a sequence of characters, and the length of a string is the number of characters in it. We can find out this by using the len function. We will do that now. First, we type the len command and inside parentheses we type the already assigned variable play_with_string. If you press Shift plus Enter, something great will happen. The output will be 20. Do you know that you can also print different characters of a string? But before knowing this, we have to know about the indexing of characters in Python programming. Strings are sequences of character, and Python may utilize indexes to access the character of the sequence. A string index refers to the location of a particular element in a string. In Python, the first value is assigned an index of 0, the second an index of 1, and so on until all elements have been indexed. To call an index in Python, we use square brackets. Let us do that. Now, I'll type the print command in my Jupyter notebook and put the name of the variable inside the parenthesis. I'm going to put square bracket at the end of the variable and enter 0 inside it. Let us execute this after pressing Shift plus Enter. Wow, it's great. It's printing the first letter of my string, I. You can put different numerical values inside the square brackets to get different characters from your string. If you go from the end of the string to the beginning, then it will indexed with -1, -2 and so on. You can see this by putting -1 or -2 number in the square bracket. After executing this, it will print the last number and the second last number respectively. When I did this, the last character got printed on the screen. Here I know that there is a total of 20 characters in my string, so the indexing of the first character will be 0 and last character here will be 19. And if we look at the character starting from the last to first character, then it will be -1 to -20. Now if I typed 20 inside the square bracket, it will show main error string index out of range. Now let us move to slicing of strings. String slicing is when you look for a piece of a string. You start at an index and stop when you get to the end. We can use A to perform slicing, which grabs everything up to a designated point. To start, we used the print command and inserted the variable within parenthesis, and now at the end of the variable we type a square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we will write from which index the character is to be printed. Then, using the colon, we will write how many characters are to be printed at the end. By separating it with a colon, we will write the character to be printed at what interval. First, we wrote 0:3, in which 0 means the first character of the string, and 3 means to print the total of 3 number of characters. Then, we wrote 0:4, in which 0 means the first character of the string, and 4 means to print the total of 4 number of characters. However, here fourth character is a space, so it looks same as first. Now we did not write anything before the colon and wrote 4 after the colon, which means print a total of 4 characters from indexing 0. In the next example we wrote 0:18:2, which means print every second character from indexing 0 character to indexing 18 character. Next we wrote :1, which means print every character. Now, in this example, we wrote :-1, which means print every character from the last character to the first character. Now I think that we have enough understanding about string slicing. It's better to move our next topic. You can join 2 or more strings of text together by using the concatenate operator, plus. As displayed on the screen, we have created 4 variables, in which 3 are assigned with strings and 4th is an integer. Now, as you can see, we can add 2 strings and it will print both the strings. Now we multiply the first string with 3. It will print the string 3 times. But can we add strings with integer? Of course, it is not possible. You can see we will get an error, can only concatenate str, not int, to str. Now, according to me, we have discussed a lot on this topic. Therefore, we should move on to our new topic. Now, by typing the variable lower parenthesis, we can display all the characters of our string in lower case. And by typing the variable upper parenthesis, we can display all the characters of our string in uppercase. We can also count the similar characters of our string by typing variable count parentheses and inside the parentheses single quote and alphabet. And we can find any character of our string by typing variable find parentheses and inside the parentheses single or double quotes and the alphabet which is to be found. We have a lot of function for string. We can however replace the existing character with the new one by typing variable replace parentheses and inside the parentheses single or double quote with old alphabet which is to be replaced, separating it with comma and single or double quote with new character. We can also see if a word is in our string or not. We put the word inside single quotes and then type in command for the variable name. You can see it on the screen. If the word exists in the string, true will show. If it does not, false will show. This is all about string.